Hey guys, this is Bert here again from the Business Trend Zone, and today we're discussing the Healthy Commissions system by Rob and Jerry, and more specifically, we are addressing the very interesting case studies that they've revealed about success stories and the insider profit secrets from 10 students who went from 0 to over 1K a day using their system, and how these students have done exceptionally well during the lockdown period with COVID-19, and also that all the tips and tricks that these students used. Okay, so in this video we'll be looking at several case studies from successful students who've used the Healthy Commission system, and we'll see some eye-opening statements of how they succeeded during the whole messy lockdown situation. And this is a very genuine, authentic look behind the scenes of real people and what they went through in order to experience success with Gary's method. So let's watch a short video where Rob and Gary describe these case studies.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Rob Jones and Gerry Cramer here. And today we are going over shocking case studies. That's how I read it in my head when I see that font that they put on this. So what we've done is we've reached out to several of our students who have had some impressive results, and we asked them a series of really probing questions so that they could reveal to us what they went through, a little bit of their backstory, and what they went through in order to use our four-step system that Gary created to make their money online. What do they struggle with? What sort of tips can they give you so that you can have the best results and so you can avoid any of the struggles that they face? How did the whole global lockdown situation affect things for them? And I think some of their answers are going to surprise you. Now, on the link on this page right below this video, you can download this ebook and check out the entire thing yourself. We're just going to go through and kind of show you how it's laid out, highlight a few things, and just give you an idea of what we've got in here. And then you can go ahead and download it and review it yourself. And of course, if you haven't yet, make sure to hop on over and register for our upcoming live training where we're going to be digging even deeper into the four-step system. We're going to show you exactly how you can get started. So let's jump in and start scrolling through this. So the way it's laid out, we got case study number one is Angelo. Angelo's there with his wife and kids. He's got his background. He talks about moving. They live in New Jersey. They recently relocated to Georgia. A bit of his backstory. He's a churchgoer. He talks a bit about that. Talks about some of his struggles before the course, before coming across Gary and myself, and a bit of his why he decided to change careers. And then we dig into some of his success tips. And this is important because this is kind of like how he dealt with the struggles that he faced in this business model. And it's really beneficial if you can read through these and sort of go in with the proper mindset so that you can have success as quickly as possible. And there's a variety of people throughout this guide. We got 10 different examples, so there's got to be someone in here in a similar situation to you or somebody that you can relate to. And then he talks about his average day, what it's like now that he's running his successful online business. He's got a personal note, which is kind of just a tip for you. And everybody kind of interpreted this in their own ways. Results during pandemic. So we asked everybody how the lockdown affected them and this business model. Some of them started during the pandemic and some of them started before the pandemic. And so they saw how this model worked during and after. You can see, he said, my biggest days were during COVID. The best performance I had last month was a 13-day spree of $87,000 in sales, which is pretty impressive. It's important to me that everyone benefits from what I do. Me, the vendor whose products I'm promoting, and also the buyers. I have no desire to take advantage of people struggling during a time that is adversely affecting millions of people. But the truth is online traffic during the COVID lockdown really shot up. the success of my business. Further, I'm able to work my full-time job from home, thus allowing me to work on my advertising business. So he's got another business that he runs as well. So, or I'm sorry, did I miss? I think he just means this model, right? Without any nosy employee peeking over his shoulder. 12-month goal, his current goal is to break the 1 million mark in annual sales. So that's pretty cool. His best week, $41,000. And then we've got links here where you can, if you haven't registered for the upcoming training session, you can click on these links and register there. So let's go through a few of these examples. Ellie is number 2. Ellie is originally from Brazil. His family moved here searching for a better life. And they started very humble in the U.S. working as janitors. So he's an immigrant from Brazil. He was helping as a janitor in his family business at the age of 12, which is kind of crazy. And it talks about his jobs and stuff here until he found our training, a bit of his struggles before the course, and some of his success tips. Never stop testing, for example, a few other tips, and you can read through this stuff yourself, and his average day, his own personal notes. I want to just focus on some of the results during pandemic because it's a touchy topic, obviously, because there's a lot of people around the world that have experienced, all kinds of issues, and there's deaths and whatnot. But there is an opportunity with this situation, and it's because everybody's stuck at home, everybody's online, traffic is going up on the internet, and you have free time. Maybe you can't work at all, so it is an opportunity, and I know a lot of people are struggling. And so I want to focus on some of the results, the effect that's had on people during using this business model in lockdown. So what he said was, lockdown actually improved my business phenomenally. The opportunity for marketing improved a lot since there's a lot of people at home, and the cost of ads has noticeably decreased. I now spend less, and I see bigger profits as a result. And I'm by far experiencing many more consistent $1,000 days with ROI well above 100%. It's almost an everyday occurrence. Okay, so that's a bit of a taste of how the opportunity has increased right now. And I don't know how long this sort of perfect storm situation will last, where it's even easier to make profits online due to this kind of combination of world, the situation throughout the world. But the fact is, this system is working better right now than ever. He also has the current goal to earn $1 million net. He wants to buy a bigger home for his family. We will need it since we want a brother or sister to our boy. So that's kind of cool. And his best day, he shows a screenshot of his breakthrough, I guess. And then there's some of his other results. So let's go down. We've got Nick, and there is Nick right there. And Nick's in his late 20s. He says, I basically went to school, paid $60K to get a $30K per year job. He did the whole safe route. He went to college to get his degree and then went and found a boring job and lived a mundane life. And he couldn't take it, and he sort of gravitated toward this online marketing, online business. And, before the course, he was living paycheck to paycheck, etc. Again, you can read through all this yourself in detail. So let's scroll down, and he's got his success tips that you can review as well, and his average day, what an average day is like, his personal note. And I'd like to scroll down to his results during the pandemic. So I'll just read this. COVID had a positive impact on my marketing business and skyrocketed my sales. Since the pandemic hit, it's been consistent $1,000 plus per day in profits, and I even hit my 6-figure month milestone. Since February 2020, I've generated $377,771.31 with strictly Facebook ads. In fact, I quit my 9-to-5 job in April, the same month that the USA had its highest unemployment rate since the 40s. My online business was doing so well that I was able to resign from my job during a time when other people were losing their jobs. And so it's kind of like a ray of hope. If you're struggling in this lockdown situation, you can see that there's options. So anyway, you can read through the rest of his results here. Let me just scroll down to the next case study. Chris Reeder Chris Reeder's a young guy. He's from Australia. This is something I noticed. He said, I wanted to make money, but I worked at a coffee shop. What to do? I hated working at a coffee shop or any regular job. And the funny thing is now he can work in coffee shops, at a table in a coffee shop. But anyways, you could go through some of his tips, how his life improved, his average day, etc.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you're interested in reading more about these case studies, then click through to this page, and then you can get your free ebook which describes all these case studies in detail. You can read about them. Also, you can download a free PDF which describes the whole system of healthy commissions by Rob and Gary, and you can also click and register for the free upcoming training which will reveal the entire system to you. So if you've ever dreamt of having your own online business, why not? You've got nothing to lose. Go through, register for the free training, get the free ebooks, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side.